Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving into the sounds of French pronunciation, especially for those of you using Pronunciator to to really master this beautiful language.
Yeah, French pronunciation, it does tend to have a bit of a reputation, doesn't it?
It really does.
But, having the right tools and understanding can make a world of difference.
Absolutely. And the material you shared really highlights that.
Yeah.
We're talking about silent letters, those tricky nasal sounds,
Right.
liaison. Plus, we're going to loop back to how Pronunciator's features can help conquer those challenges. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's dive in. One of the things I found interesting from what you shared is how different spoken French can be from the way it's written.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really about training your ear, not just relying on your eyes when you're first learning, right?
Right.
One example that comes to mind is the word beaucoup. It means a lot, right?
Right, beaucoup.
But those silent letters at the end can be tricky if you're not ready for them.
Yeah, it's like your brain expects to hear something that isn't actually there. And that actually reminds me of another point from the material, the A versus A thing. I mean, visually, they're almost identical.
Right, but they sound totally different, and those sounds change the meaning of the word entirely. So you have été, which is summer, pronounced été, kind of a bright, sunny vowel sound.
Okay.
Whereas été, the past participle of to be, is été, so it sits a little lower.
I hear it.
Yeah, and we see the same kind of thing with those nasal vowels, like and.
Right, on, like an entendre to hum.
Yeah.
It's almost like it buzzes in the back of your nose.
Yeah, it does.
But then you have an and, like an NS, which is pineapple, and it's a little more open.
Yeah, subtle shifts, but they make all the difference. It's like, it's like if you take a wrong turn on a hiking trail, you can end up in a completely different place.
Totally. And luckily, Pronunciator has that pronunciation analysis feature, right? So it's like having that guide right there with you on the trail, giving you feedback in real time.
Exactly. And it helps you refine, make sure you're on the right track. And then there's the audio chat feature, which allows you to actually practice these sounds in real time with another person.
It's like having a conversation partner right there on that hike with you.
Exactly. And that's what it takes. Fluency in pronunciation, it really comes down to practice and experience. The more you immerse yourself in those sounds, the more natural they become.
So to our listeners, even though French pronunciation can seem intimidating, it is definitely something that you can conquer. Use those tools, keep practicing, and, you'll get there.
Absolutely.
Now, as you continue on this language learning journey, think about those silent letters. How does knowing they are there, even though we don't pronounce them, how does that change how you see the rhythm of French?
That's a great question.
It is something to think about.
Uh-huh.
All right, and that's our deep dive into the world of French pronunciation. A big thank you to you for joining us. Keep those ears tuned, those tongues practicing, and until next time, bon voyage on your language learning journey.